So it's been a while since I've actually beaten a game because I don't find many recent games fun, but Planet of Lana is an exception. I absolutely love this game from cover to cover. There is no game since maybe Red Dead 2 that have been able to pull off such an incredible world. The immaculate world building and soundtrack make this game probably the most immersive game I've beaten in the past year, and because of that, it manages to make me emotionally invested in the Planet of Lana, and it's just amazing for that, and I had to review this. This is a story game. What I mean by that is that the primary reward you get out of this game is the story itself, which makes it very important for the story to be engaging and interesting. Otherwise, the game will fall apart. Planet of Lana starts with two siblings playing together, when the older sister Elo was suddenly taken away by invading robots, who are capturing her friends and family. So Lana set out on a journey with her animal companion Mui to try to save Elo and her friends. The bulk of the game is based around Lana and Mui solving puzzles in synergy with one another to get closer to saving Elo and stop the invading robots. Lana finds herself in different environments, each with their own unique vibe and gimmicks, until Mui gets captured by the robots, which you will eventually rescue from, and together, the both of them defeated the hive mind controlling the robots, saving everyone from the village. While there is no intelligible dialogue in this game, it still impressively manages to tell a tear-jerking and heartwarming story through just its visuals, soundtrack, and ambient noise and VFX. The Planet of Lana is what makes this game really special to me. The hand-painted art style is very organic and stylistic. You could almost describe it as innocent and wholesome, just like the characters in this game. The ambience adds to the sense of immersion and vibe this game has, although sometimes it gets a little too loud and unbalanced, and I ended up having to adjust the volume settings once or twice. The ambience also makes each location distinct and different from the previous one, which keeps the game fresh and makes it fun to explore. However, the thing that pulls the whole game together as a work of art is the fantastic, in a way ethereal soundtrack by Takeshi Furukawa. Tylor Village with the orchestral composition with childlike flutes make this an excellent starting point for Lana as she embarks on a new adventure. The harps and string instruments from Elo and Lana shows us how endearing and strong their relationship is. And my favorite, Horizons, ethereal vocals in that song, paired with Mui and Lana walking across the desert in an almost surreal and dreamlike sequence in between location or puzzles, was what prevented me from being burnt out and fatigued, as I could take a step back from the puzzle-solving action and just enjoy the beautiful scenery this game has to offer. Graphics-wise, I played this game on ultra settings at 200Hz and it runs just fine on PC and should be easy to run on most systems because of its simple art style. Now this is where some of the flaws in this game start to surface. The puzzles were simple and fun, and that's about it for the pros. The game is terribly slow mechanically and the movement isn't precise in a game where maneuvering through different areas and platforming is so incredibly crucial. There is lack of that uniqueness in the gameplay that made the world so captivating, as there are literally only two movement-based controls, which are walking and crouching, which made a lot of the movement in this game, if not for the beautiful environment, boring at times. Additionally, many of the puzzles you encounter get very repetitive and lack personality, which sucks considering the game is only about 5 hours long. After that initial aha moment from when you got past the first of that kind of puzzle, they all become a breeze to get past and many times fail to innovate and make the most out of the concept, which to me is really a shame. However, the one thing I can praise about the gameplay that saves it from being boring is probably Moi, who is the animal companion you must cooperate with to get past the obstacles faced. That part of the game is very, very well executed, in my opinion. It makes the gaming experience way more fun by making you multitask, and linking back to the story uses the sense of reliance towards Moi to create a character that the player connects with and becomes attached to, rather than being an unnecessary cosmetic character that just follows you along. Moi's completely different skill set makes this game fresh and interesting and almost makes you forget how repetitive the puzzles are, which in that way I do think is better than some single-player co-op experiences like Unravel, which give both characters identical skill sets, which make it so much more uninteresting and lame as compared to something like It Takes Two, which is my favorite co-op game of all time. However, the gameplay as a whole, when compared to other games of the same genre such as Inside and Limbo in terms of innovation, is a bit lacking. Planet of Lana is a short-lived yet beautifully crafted experience which incorporates brilliant visual storytelling and a gorgeous hand-painted world, which makes this game so immersive and unique. While it falls flat mechanically, I do think that the atmosphere outweighs the bad gameplay by a lot. That is why I've decided to give this game a 7.5 out of 10 overall, and I heavily recommend getting for yourself on a discount or if you have Game Pass like me. That's about it.